guys, Nick here from American Racing Headers. So the exciting new TRX is out, the new Hellcat powered Ram, and we got a truck in, and we've had a lot of requests for headers for these particular trucks. As it turns out, the factory didn't disappoint. They put a really restrictive exhaust manifold on here. You really have to see just how bad this is. I mean, the only fighting chance that it has is it does have a halfway decent size outlet. It's like a 2 5/8 outlet, but the exhaust port inlets are unbelievably restrictive. So they did manage to get the power they wanted, but there's just so much more power to be had with this truck. So we developed some mid-length headers that come in two different sizes. They come in 1 7/8 and they come in 2-inch. We V-banded it, and we developed the system to work two ways. Basically, what we wanted to do is have a way to connect to the factory catalytic converter. We felt that that was imperative because we don't want to deal with check engine lights. And what the factory actually did do that was really well done was they developed a catalytic converter that's got a 6-inch diameter, and that 6-inch diameter really gives it a lot. It really gives it the ability to move a lot of air through it. And I'm going to say that you'll be hard pressed to find some kind of aftermarket catalytic converter, even if it is a high flow catalytic converter. I don't think that its overall diameter is going to help it move any more air than the factory cat with a 6-inch diameter. So what you're seeing right here is what we did. This is the factory cat. This is the driver's side. And ultimately what we did is we had to cut the factory cat right here, about 1 3/4 inches off the edge of the weld here. This is the actual downpipe that connects to it. It was like this. So by doing this, we were able to make a downpipe that goes off with the V-band, that goes off the header and slips right over the top of this. And it comes with clamps. So you'll be able to clamp this on. You'll also have the option to be able to weld it on if you want. Depending on how you request it, you'll be able to clamp it or weld it, either way. So O2 sensors here, everything's in place. I really believe that this catalytic converter can support a tremendous amount of power as is. Of course, by utilizing this catalytic converter, there's no possibility of a check engine light. You're never going to get a check engine light. So we really went all out with this setup here. Between the 2-inch primaries, utilizing this setup, I mean, the sky's the limit. Now, for the guys that are going to go strictly racing, and there's no possibility of ever putting the vehicle on the road, we developed a off-road pipe that connects right to the factory exhaust and connects right to our header. This is strictly for racing purposes, guys. This is not for the road at all. So you have the option to go either way. These headers are going to be tested. They're going to be lab tested at some point for 50-state certification. That's the plan. In the meantime, though, we're going to be installing them. They're going to be dyno tested. We're expecting tremendous results. If you've been following anything the Hellcats and Red Eyes and Demons have been doing, they respond to headers really, really well. This particular setup should really, really wake up the truck. These particular trucks are tight, and going for a long tube type design would never allow us to reuse the factory catalytic converters. And we felt that that would be a huge mistake. So by going with this setup here, we're moving more than enough air through it. You got the scavenger spike collector here with a 3-inch OD opening. I mean, there's no possibility of holding back power. So in any case, that's the story. That's what we got going on here. You're basically going from this to this, and I mean, if you're into these trucks, and who cannot be? I mean, they're just amazing. The power potential is just through the roof, and if we can do it all and keep it all legal, who's better than us? So Again, American racing headers, high quality stuff, 100% USA made, built to last indefinitely, and with quality second to none. So check us out, give us a shout, let us know. If you're interested, want to get on board, we'd love to have you. Thank you so much. Bye. Also of note, we will be supplying detailed instructions on how to install the system, what you need to do for clearances, where the cuts need to be made in the catalytic converters. It'll be spelled out for you perfectly.